Why are we saying that Indian Incorporated is not doing enough to further the cause of education?
Talking about the role of India Inc. in education, the eminent dignitaries focused on the importance of public-private partnerships in education on the second day of the Think Edu Conclave.
What is the purpose of education that we have in this country? Are we only looking at education as a means of fulfilling the needs of the industry and leading to a stable and continued sustained growth for the economy? Or are we also looking at a social purpose, an instrument for social transformation?
Corporates have to do their bit, we don't deny, but we are over-regulated and under-governed. We have so much regulatory red tape regarding technical education, business education and medical education, but governance is so poor that the quality is pathetic.
Hence it is very necessary that today the universities have to understand that their curriculum suits to the need of the hour. Skills which are more in demand should be provided by our universities on a priority basis. The introduction of the soft skills and language skills will certainly improve the employability of our graduates.
Well, education and health are two eyes of the government towards its citizens. But I have placed the problem before you, going by the enormity of the problem, the goal eluding us, being far away. It's imperative that we involve the Indian corporate world, engage them and make them indulge in the education efforts.
Country has to think how to create employment.
While debating brain drain, some of the best political and analytical minds unanimously agreed on creating better opportunities and employment within the country.
Not just by educating people, but if we are not able to provide jobs which are worthwhile, which engage them, which give them the full scope for creativity, they will go abroad, whatever we do. You have to roll back the current ideology in which mediocrity has become the norm. We have to introduce vocational training and other skill improvement in normal courses. And after education, please remember, the brains are going to fly away because it is one world, and that will be a very big setback to our manufacturing and our growth. So you must create an investment climate in which Indians invest in India.
We have to compare our education system and also other universities, best universities in the world. According to me, in our education system, lack of sound educational policy. And at the same time, we are spending less money on R&D from both government side and also private sectors. People are thinking if they study in Stanford or Oxford or Harvard, they will get excellent job. It is a reality. Our education, if you go through, it is more of a theoretical one. There, it is more of a practical one.
We have made ourselves look small. We have made ourselves look that we are no good, they are better. For God's sake, wake up and realize we are a million times better than them, only unfortunately we are not able to propagate it as much as they do. Those institutions may not be as good, but the feeling that you've got that stamp is more important than what you have learned. You may go to Yale, do nothing, but have the stamp of Yale good enough. That is also something we must change. We must make our universities feel that they are far greater than Yale, Oxford, Cambridge, or Harvard.
Why are people going abroad? Apparently the environment is not there for further growth, either academic or research. Except for a few institutions, we haven't managed to create that kind of an environment in our institutions. So if there is an aspiration, if there is an urge for our youngsters to go to the best institutions, naturally they will go out, and thereby it leads to some of our best brains going out, it leads to our money going out. We need to create an environment for the wholesome growth of our young people. We have to create the conditions for improving the quality factor in education and to be able to create opportunity for these youngsters. And I think it has to be a national effort.
Environment and promote
Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Ghulam Nabi Azad, emphasized on the importance of education for the betterment of society.
Along with educating our youth, it is our duty to nurture and inculcate them with right values, right thinking and right conduct. In this endeavor, education, of course, can be a very sharp tool in opening up windows to the world and in shaping ethics and morality. Therefore, to nurture and retain talent, our institutions must improve their research and development environment and promote creativity and innovation through cutting-edge technology, better linkages with industry and greater incentives through scholarships.
In his closing address, Vice President Hamid Ansari spoke about the need for an education that lays equal importance on individual freedom as well as social responsibility.
Holistic education instills students with a proactive social conscience. It equips them to live creatively, responsibly, and harmoniously in a society and become agents of change for a better society. It implies that each academic discipline provides and celebrates a rich perspective on the rich, complex, and integrated phenomena of life. The challenge is to encourage the unleashing of creative energy that resides in every child. The child is a born and natural learner whose own initiatives can be used as a resource by an imaginative teacher. A prerequisite is to make the child free of fear, trauma, and anxiety, and help the child to express views freely. It is at this stage that the seeds of scientific temper, humanism, and curiosity can be inculcated and carried forth in middle and senior school levels and beyond it to college and university. Our educational system would therefore have to vigorously promote and instill in our youth and students the ideals embedded in our Constitution so that they become better and more responsive citizens of tomorrow.